Hello, good morning, welcome. This is Varnish Vidit. You are what your deep driving desire is. As your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. And as your deed is, so is your destiny. Brahido Aranyak Upanishad says this. So it means your destiny is your desire, and your desire is your destiny manifested or transformed. If you want to make your destiny, it means you want to be successful. So your success or your destiny, it all solely depends on your desires. But how to strengthen these desires? That's an art, that's an understanding of our relation with the supreme universe we are surrounded by. So, first of all, we have to understand what is success. Success is the manifestation of happiness, it is the creation of happiness in life. It is to realize what is happiness. So, we must understand that success is not a destination, success is a journey. It's a journey to be enjoyed. It should come with a joy, love, and effortlessness. There should be a least effort in the achievement of something, and it should bring pleasure along with it. It must bring happiness along with it. When it comes with happiness, that is the real success we have in our life. To understand this thing, we have to understand our existence in relation to this whole universe. We are actually divinity in disguise. We are gods and goddesses in the embryo, which are waiting for their own materialization at a later stage. When we look at the things around us, like we look at the chopping of the birds or the flights of the wings of the birds, and we see the whispering of the jungles, and we experience the pleasure in the eyes of a child. We see that things are miraculous. So, when something miraculous happens, it means we achieve a success. Success is the happening of something miraculous with happiness and permanently. It should not be temporary, it should be permanent, it should be forever. So, there are certain laws to achieve the success. And if these laws are blended with spiritualism, with the spirituality, they become long lasting, and the pleasure that we gain through this success is never ending. So, there are 7 spiritual laws of success as described by an eminent writer, Dr. Deepak Chopra. So, this is the book that I'm going to recommend you that you must read before you die. This is a book which must be read. In this book, Dr. Deepak Chopra has derived wonderful laws. And he says that if we imbibe these laws in our life, we can make success beautiful and permanent, and this will remain sustained forever. First of all, we must understand what is law. So, law means it is a perception of a connection with the universe, a connection with the whole cosmos. Means the energy we are having within us is a manifestation of the energy of the universe. And when this energy is in motion, that means it is the mind. And when this energy is realized in the form of an object, or in the object, or in the form of a physical existence, then it means this is the physical universe we are surrounded by, or it is the matter. So we are a blending of mind, spirit, and matter. When we unite all these things together, mind, matter, and spirit, we have a realization of the real meaning of life, and we enjoy success in a better manner. So the very first law that has been conveyed in this book is the law of pure potentiality. Now, potentiality means again consciousness or awareness, awareness of yourself. When your self is aware, means you are aware of your spirit. You go away from the object. So there are two things. First is called object referral, and the second is called spirit or self referral. Object referral means you are referring only to your ego. Ego is your central referral point. Your every work, your every action is concentrating on your own ego. There is a mask. There is an identity you're worried about, a status you're worried about, and you're carrying a mask and you're worrying about the mask. If the mask is removed, the object is lost, and the happiness and the success is also lost along with it. So this social mask that we carry, that social identity that we carry, the status we are worried about, it is seeking an approval. It is always seeking a control. We want to control. When this is control oriented, when this is approval oriented, there is an element of fear associated with it. Means it is based on fear. It is fear ridden. But when our referral point is the self, is the spirit, then it is completely free of fears. There is no need to control anybody. We don't want to control others. We don't want to achieve the success by controlling the things around us, or the people, the situation, or the circumstances we are prevailing in. In object referral, in the internal reference point, when it is ego, we have an object power. And object power is a false power. And this false power is lost as the object is lost. Like you got a status, you're having a wonderful job, and you have a power of the job. But when the job goes, power goes. But this thing does not happen when you're derived by, or you're driven by self-power, because self-power is eternal. It is never lost, and its happiness and pleasure and its success is also not losing. It is never lost. So how to get this pure potentiality? There are three more things mentioned in the book. First is you must observe silence. You must go into silence. You must go into periodic silence. Maybe you can start with 1 hour, then you can extend it to 2 hours, or it may be for 1 day, or it may be for 1 week. So when you go within yourself, you remain silent for a longer period of time, a turbulence begins in your heart. You become mad to talk, because you're always in a habit of talking. So you can't stay without talking. But slowly, when this turbulence settles down, then you become calm and quiet, and you get connected with your own self, and you start understanding the real potential of your own personality, own spirit. It is just like you got a thought, and your mind is like a water pond, and you throw a stone it, and ripples are created. You can feel those ripples, more and more and more ripples, and then they get settled. It is the same thing happens when you go into silence. So try to observe silence for a while to realize your own self and to understand what kind of success you want to seek and you want to achieve. Second thing after this, meditation. Yes, meditation is also a self-realization and understanding of your own spirit. So first silence, then meditation. Half an hour meditation in the morning and half an hour meditation in the evening is going to pay great dividends in the form of success in your life. And the last is you need to be non-judgment. Means you have to become non-judgmental. You have to promise with yourself that today I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm going to accept the things as they come. And I believe that whatever is there, let it be there. And I shall judge nothing that occurs around me. I will not give any judgment about the situations, about the people and the persons, and about the things. If you are able to collaborate these three things, silence, meditation, and non-judgment, of course, a fourth thing would happen, that is your connection with the nature that's surrounding you. So your relation that is established is the relation with your own self. So you become free of any kind of fear, any kind of guilt, or any kind of insecurity. So you're totally away from guilt, fear, and insecurity. And you get whatever you want, whatever you desire, everything come in your life, but with the promise of happiness, joy, and a permanent love, and a permanent stay. After this, the second law that has been described in this book is the law of giving and receiving. First of all, we must understand again our connection, our body is a reflection of the body of the universe. There is also our body is not static, it's dynamic. So this body is a dynamic and it is continuously transforming with the body of the universe. Like our mind is a transformation of the mind of the cosmos, and our energy is an expression of the cosmic energy. So whatever is given should be given with the right intention. If your intention is not involved in the giving or in the receiving, there is no benefit, there is no result at the end. Like suppose you give a gift to somebody, but your intention is not of giving, you're thinking of your loss. Oh, if I give this thing to, what would be my loss? Of course, you have not given anything and the receiver has not received anything. Rather, there is a trouble. Rather, there is a loss. So you have to learn to give selflessly. And then you will receive the things in the same proportion with the same intention. Here we need to understand affluence. Affluence means wealth, how wealth is developed and how wealth is grown, naturally with least efforts. Affluence word has been derived from a root, affluere. Affluere also means to flow continuously, means something which keeps flowing. And then the word currency has also come from a Latin word, curere. That also means to flow or to run. So it means currency is that is always flowing. You cannot keep it stagnant. Like suppose if blood becomes stagnant in your body, there would be a coagulation or there won't be a clot. It would be clotted. So of course it would be life-taking. It would be dangerous. Your life can finish or it can end. So same thing happens with the money. When you try to hold it, you don't want to keep it in flow. You are not getting any benefit. The happiness would get squeezed out of it. So learn to understand the importance of giving. Remember, whatever goes up definitely comes down. It is the law of the universe. It's a law. It's a universal law. So your giving should breed a joy and a pleasure, and you must involve your intention to give a happiness to everybody. You want happiness in your life? Give happiness to people who are around you. You want to be rich? Try to make the people who are around you richer. That's very simple. So that is the second law of spiritual law of success that has been mentioned by the book 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, written by Dr. Deepak Chopra. So I recommend that you must read this book to understand about the other 5 laws given in the book. So that's an amazing book. That's a life-changing book. That's an amazingly enjoyable and entertaining book. And it's a must-read. And I hope you would be reading this book and getting yourself more enriched and more successful and happier. Thank you very much. I'll be back with more ideas. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.